And I was so embarrassed. I mean, I was already embarrassed prior.
Right.
But then I was like, you know what? Welcome to another episode of RATz, Random Ass Thoughts with Kate
and Thibaud,
where we unprofessionally discuss absolutely nothing of value to anyone.
These are unconvinced opinions of hypothetical topics and events that may or may not have passed through your mind.
And if you finish a whole episode and wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? Then we've done our job.
Welcome to RATz. All right.
Hello!
Your hellos are just going to be part of, like, everybody's going to expect it, you know? And it's just such a warm feeling when people are going to hear your hellos. They're going to be like, oh, that's wonderful.
I know no other way to start anything.
You did. That's how you greet Mature in the morning?
Yes, and then he's like, please no.
He's not even up. Hello!
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of which, the episode last week, that was really cool.
That was really cool. Honestly, I thought that was, it went better. Well, not that I expected it to go bad, but
here we go.
I wasn't expecting it to be that funny for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for us. I mean, we're used to being funny.
Right,
they're you know, they're newbies and it probably wouldn't have been that funny. But no, it was it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I went to really weird places. So speaking of which, if you haven't heard that one, that was our special 10th episode, a Valentine's Day episode with our partners. So go check that one out.
That one was special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one also came with you texting me afterwards saying, I think that was good. That was good.
I love how Aaron's description of it was like, it feels like you're sitting in the room with your best friends. I'm like, because that's what it is for you.
Right, exactly. That's exactly what you just did. But yeah, no, it was it was a lot of fun. I was I unlike you was not surprised that
I shouldn't have said surprised.
I know. I'm just teasing you. No. It went smoother than expected, because you never know. Like, like Aaron's been on a podcast before, but Mathieu wasn't necessarily on there. But like, he felt really comfortable too. So it was like, I think obviously the fact that we all know each other helps a lot.
Right. For sure. No, I asked him, I'm like, have you listened yet? He's like, no, because he listens to every single one.
But now he's like, no, I don't want to hear myself.
Yes, exactly. He's like, I don't know if I can stomach my own voice.
It went well. So that was a lot of fun.
That's going to be our Valentine's tradition.
All right. Yeah, I like it. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Right. I think so.
Yeah, why not? And like you were saying, next time maybe in person. We'll work that out. All in the same room.
Yeah, when we, how like they have like those podcast setups where everyone's like holding their own mic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we can definitely do that. All in the same room would actually be easy if we're all four in the same room. It was going to be harder if two of us were in the same room and then the other two were in the same room. That would be harder. But all four in the same room, we don't need headphones. We can hear each other. So
I know. No,
that's an easier setup.
Fun.
All right.
But back to regular programming.
Right. Regular, irregular.
Regular random programming. Would you rather? I don't
see one week doing something different. You don't even know what we're doing here anymore.
I don't even know anymore.
Hi, Kate. We have a podcast together.
Yes. Let's Random Ass Thoughts. Let's go. I'm gonna start the wheel picker.
Okay, good. I thought I'd have to remind you about that.
No, I got this. I know that one. Number 20. Okay.
You really missed your vocation. You should have been in a bingo hall or something,
I think that's going to be my next move.
Oh, honestly.
Just volunteer.
You know what? Forget that. Think bigger. Think the person that announces the Powerball numbers.
Should I tell you what one of my dreams
to win the lottery?
No. To actually be the announcer at the airport.
Oh, okay.
To just like announce flights and to call people like, would so-and-so come to the Delta front desk, please? You know what I mean? I think I would love to do that,
Gotcha.
honestly.
I'm pretty sure those are the actual like front
Flight
desk workers
attendant.
that
I
call
know.
that. Yeah.
The flight attendants. But maybe next time I fly, I could be like, would you mind? This has always been a dream of mine. Can I do an announcement? You know? I mean, how
Yeah.
hard could
Well,
that
just
be?
tell them you're Kate from the RATz podcast. They'll
Right. Do
let you
you
do
know
it.
me? Do you
Yeah.
know?
You don't know who I am?
I host a podcast, so I
This
know
would
what
be a
it's like to
privilege for
speak.
the airport to have this.
I know how to speak in a mic. Can I please make an announcement? You know what I mean?
And
I'm gonna try it next time for sure.
yeah, yeah. And then you can start out with, hello,
Yeah, exactly.
so and so. You
Hold
have
me to
missed your
it.
flight.
Hold me to it. Hold me to it. No one needs to hold me to it. I will do it myself. You know?
I
Okay,
love
so
it.
number
Okay.
20.
Number 20. All right.
Valeting your car.
Valeting your car. All right. All right.
Valeting
All
your
right.
car.
Help me with this one. What direction?
What direction?
Are you saying
So,
yay or nay or what?
well,
Oh
I
boy.
have actual feelings valeting my car. Like I just never feel. So maybe I should tell the backstory of my old car.
I think so. I think so because clearly, you know how they say like some people start the conversation like
Right.
mid conversation.
Right.
You clearly did that. Like I am not aware
No,
because we do
I
not
need to.
discuss these topics before, by the
Right.
way. So
Right.
I'm just as lost as anybody listening.
Let me tell you the backstory of my old car. So
Okay.
my very first car ever that I've had was a 2007 Toyota Yaris, and
Okay.
I had I would say like maybe slightly unhealthy attachment to that car. It was like my very first car.
I
I
understand
bought
that.
it. I've had it for a long time. I just recently this year or maybe last year bought a new car, but I've had that car for what 10 years, 13 years,
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And there were like 193 miles on it. At one point, the key broke. You know, it had like one of the key fobs, but it was the one that was still attached to an actual key.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
That's nice.
one day, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna valet my car. And the valet guy took my key, and he's like, so we actually can't valet your car because of the
What?
key being broken. He's like, it's kind of a liability. And I was so embarrassed. I mean, I was already embarrassed prior,
Right.
but then I
Well,
was like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm going to walk up the courage. My car can be valeted. Like, who says my 2007 Toyota Yaris can't be valeted? She
And
deserves
turns
to
out,
be valeted.
turns out somebody does say
Yeah.
that.
Turns out she wasn't worthy. And so now I'm just terrified of valeting my car.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, I would say like I get the feelings of the first car. Like I was brutally detached from my first car, which I loved.
Detached? Attached.
No. Like it was kind of torn from me in a sense
Oh,
because yeah, a guy rear-ended me like in the car, just like slammed into the trunk, and then like the whole trunk was messed up and drove off. And I was like, oh, and I was so mad because I didn't want to get rid of this car. I really love the car. It was a Honda Civic. It was it was my dream car from high school on. So I wanted to hold on to this car, but it was too damaged, and the insurance just totaled it. So it was like, oh man, I couldn't have it. But like the valeting thing. No, I get that. I get I don't like giving somebody my car. Like I don't like.
yeah,
I
I
don't
mean
know.
that too. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like it's expensive. It feels like
Yeah.
I can literally just go around the block 10 times and figure out
Yeah.
a parking spot and then walk wherever I need to go. The
Yeah.
only time now that I consider valeting is if I'm late.
So like you
You know?
valet all the
So
time.
all the time is if I'm late and I'm like, okay, this is not worth being
Yeah.
even more late to the party. No, but I don't know. I feel like if you grew up valeting your car, that's just like the natural thing to do. People
Yeah.
people just valet
I
their car
don't.
left and right. For me, it's like
Yeah.
special occasion. It's kind of like the batteries, like things that make you feel rich. Valeting
Right.
my car would
Oh
be.
yeah. Oh hell yeah. I'm gonna walk out there like I'm wearing
Yeah.
an Armani suit or something, like valeting your
Yeah.
car. Yeah, no,
And
for
then
real.
and then the other side of that is like Matu has a nicer car than I do, and we
Yeah.
went to an event one day and all they had was valet. I mean, you could, take the
What?
extra
Okay,
time
see,
to
I
go.
hate that. I hate that. I hate
Yeah.
it. I hate it. I
Yeah.
don't even like, no, no, no. Don't squeeze me into an expense.
Right, right,
Like,
right.
absolutely no.
And I just felt like too much. It was too much for me. I just was like, I tried to be extra friendly to the valet people because I just didn't
Right.
want them to think like, I don't
Yeah,
know. I
we're
was
one
just
of
like,
those
look,
people too.
listen, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
listen, I get it. I don't know what I'm doing coming out of this car having you valet. Like I can park my own car. You know what I mean?
Like, do you mind if I just, I'll tip you.
Yeah,
Just like, do you mind
yeah.
if I just go?
Exactly. Okay, so hold on a second because this
Oh boy. Oh no. You're
this
taking
is an
people
actual thing.
jobs.
No, but so we became members. I actually maybe I had this conversation with Aaron. I'm not sure, but we became members
We
of the
become
same.
interchangeable to you after a while.
Right, it's like the same person. Okay, so we became members of the St. Pete Yacht Club
Oh well, fancy. Oh
last
no, I
year.
like how you
Okay,
just
hold
dropped
on,
that.
hold on, hold on, hold on. No, but talking. That this is not. I'm not saying it as a flex. Okay, hold on.
Oh, Gabe's
Anyways,
like we
I
became members, last year.
and
We
that
upgraded.
came. I actually had to see my therapist a couple of times for that. But there are valet people there,
Right,
right? So there's
right.
people that valet your car, and Matu and I both park our own car, and then we still tip them because we just
Okay, yeah,
feel that
I'm not that rich, Kate. I'm sorry.
we're
I
just
just
like, hi, oh hey, how are you? Here's like, because it feels silly walking by, being like, hi, and we see them all the time. I don't know why we do that. Why do we do?
listen. I don't know. I
We're like,
am.
here's $5. No, okay. Also, you're not allowed to park there if you're not using the club. And sometimes we go there and we park there because downtown parking has become really crazy.
Right.
So it feels like, look, listen, if we give you a tip here and there, then you're not going to rat us out, So
Oh, right.
basically,
Yeah.
we're bribing.
I would just like walk in and then walk back out. I used it. Done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
truly. I mean, we
No, I
could.
get. Yeah, I kind of get that, but still, I mean, there were a couple flexes in there, Kate. I gotta
No,
say.
I just meant like I can park my own car because they always say they're like, they stopped us before and
Yeah.
they're like, we can park your car for. And we're like, no, 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 no,
No,
please.
no, 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 no,
We
no.
can park.
No.
Do you see these two legs and these two are? We can park our own car. Thank you. Nice thought. You don't have to park our car. I can
Right,
wash my own dishes. I can clean
right.
my own house. I can do all
Yeah.
that
Well,
on my
you
own.
know what? I think one of these weeks I'm just come on here and I'm be like, well, so we joined the private jet club, and let me tell you something that I hate when the little carts that we take to drive from the lobby to the jet when they don't charge them, and then we have to walk,
Look, listen,
and it's
I
like
didn't
I don't.
complain. Did I complain? I actually said
Oh,
we
that's
park
true.
our own
That's true.
car.
That's true. I randomly tipped the lobby attendant of my private jet. Like,
Look,
she,
like I said, I
she's
had
over
to
here
see.
working, and I give her $5, and she's like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I got it. I got it later." I'm like, Kate showed me how to do this. Don't worry about it.
This actually feels worse.
she's like, I drive a Mercedes. I'm like, I don't care. It's $5 because I walked by you. Kate told me that's what I had to do. If I walk by somebody, I just gotta tip them. Oh, we're gonna call this episode the flex episode. We flexing on your ass. 11 episodes in. Y'all didn't know we made money off this?
Oh my God. I literally, but
Oh, that's hilarious.
honestly, I had to go see, I had to see my therapist about this because it was like, it was too much too fast. I'm like, I
I
can't,
joined the club and I tipped. This is getting crazy.
I can't do this. In the same year that I bought velvet ribbon,
What?
this is not
I know.
possible.
Oh my gosh, that's true. I forgot about the velvet ribbon you bought. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. That's
Look,
crazy. Wow. That is, yeah. That's
no,
crazy.
that I had a
Like,
hard time.
and Mathieu has a nicer car than me. He has a G-Wagon. I've got like the old
No.
Mercedes. I've got the 2022 Mercedes. What the hell is that?
No, look, I got a RAV4. I have a RAV4. That's what I have.
Okay,
Okay.
now you're trying to set the record straight. No, 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 no. I have a RAV4. Okay. It's
Look,
like, yeah.
I couldn't make the step up from like my janky. Look,
That's a big step. That's a big
it
step.
is.
Yeah.
I went to go test drive a nice car, and I was getting anxiety sitting in the car. And the car salesman was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "This car is too smooth. There's too many buttons. I can't."
No, but for
I
real
want to
though,
get
I
out.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So when I had my Civic, like I felt like I felt the road, like I could feel the
Yes,
road, like I could,
yes. You're
like I was
yes,
I was connected,
yeah,
but not even like in a bad way, like it was a
yeah,
horrible ride, but like I
yeah.
felt the road. So then when that car broke, I got a Mazda 3, and for me, like I went from like roll down windows
Yeah.
to like a button and like
Yes,
and
yeah.
it was a push start and everything. So it was like crazy forward for me. So I was just like, man, this is great. But I got into it and honestly, like I wasn't happy right away. It took
I
me a
know.
couple a couple weeks to get used to it because like all of a sudden even the sound, like I couldn't hear outside as much. Like it
Yeah.
was more insulated, and I'm like my thought was like, man, no wonder people get in accidents. You don't even feel like
Yes.
you're driving.
Yes.
Like you feel
Yes.
so disconnected from the road. I'm like,
What?
yeah.
You're like,
Oh
I'm
my goodness.
floating. Yes.
Exactly. And then now we have SUV. I'm like, oh my goodness, y'all don't feel anything.
No. And then you go 90,
Yeah,
without
yeah.
even knowing because you're like, this is so smooth. What's going
I
on?
know my car would like if I got behind my Civic, if I got behind the truck and I was going like 65, 70, it would start to shake
Yeah.
because it would get the wind, right? So, like I would know.
Yeah.
But it made me feel like, connected to the
Yeah.
road. Like
For
I was like I
sure.
was aware of the
It's
road.
like you
So
can feel the texture and the grippiness. You just
exactly,
feel like,
exactly. You feel like I'm driving something
yes.
here. I'm not
Yeah.
just like floating over the
Floating.
road. Yeah, it was
Exactly.
really it was really weird. It was just
Yeah.
like, oh man, I don't know. And now, obviously you get used to it, but
Yeah.
not the worst problems to have, but
Look,
I
my
I got
car.
used to my jet too, it's whatever.
The RAV4, my current car, it's still very like utility. It's still very
Yeah.
rugged. I still feel
Hmm.
somewhat of the road. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could if I made this. No, I wouldn't. I would get nauseous. It's too much. Every time I get in my car, I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel seasick because I don't feel anything.
I need to go out and tip somebody so I can feel something.
No. I mean, the tipping was because we felt
No,
bad.
I got
don't
it.
know.
I got it. I understand. I just laugh at you feel bad, you tip somebody.
Yeah,
I
literally.
I feel bad and I don't tip somebody because I got to keep my
Yeah,
mind.
no, truly. I mean, I
Oh
think
my
at this
god.
point it's just like more of a bribe because I
No,
want
I
to.
get that. I get that though. I get that though because like it's basically like you get free
Right,
free no not free but kind of like city parking
parking.
without having to worry
Right,
about it. Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. No, it's a little bit
And
different.
they keep sending emails too, saying like, "Oh, you're not allowed to park here, just if you're not using the club." And I mean, we try to, at least go in and like walk
Right.
down,
Make
like
an
you said,
appearance like at that
right?
wedding that you don't really want to be at. You're like, Let me move the food around on the plate a little
Right,
bit, let them know
right,
I was here.
right. Yeah, you like don't even eat. You're just like cutting it up.
Yeah,
Done.
cutting it up, moving
Okay.
around, be like, I was here. Okay, I'm out.
Why does it feel like when you cut food up, it feels less?
Wow, that you have a way. Speaking of driving, like you have a way. Like we're cruising, we're going like 55, 60 down a road, and then you just slam on the emergency brake, and then you just take a left.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, what? Hold on, my brain can't think that fast.
Right.
Feels less. Yeah, in some cases, I guess it would feel less.
Right?
Yeah,
Like if you say you don't want to eat a piece of chicken and you
yeah.
cut it up and move it around, it's like, oh, it feels like I ate
Oh,
some.
probably, yeah, probably because your brain is like now approaching it from like smaller pieces, so it's like, oh, I can manage that easier, so it
Maybe.
probably
Yeah,
seems
that
easier.
makes sense.
I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense.
If it makes sense, then on this podcast, whenever
We're
something makes
wrong.
half sense,
Right.
no, I was about to say whenever something makes half sense, we just say that's the law and that's it. So we move on.
Yep. That's it. That's what we decided is the rule. But anyway,
Oh
so yeah,
boy.
valeting car, I have feelings about it. It makes me feel weird,
Yeah.
you
Yeah, I
know,
understand that.
so I
Yeah,
don't
no, I
do
get
it.
that. Yeah, I don't either. I don't need it
And
whenever I can avoid it because I don't, and I feel like especially the nicer car I would have, the less I would want to valet it.
see, that's exactly what I was
Like
saying.
I
It's
don't,
like,
nah, I'm good. I'm good. I can
oh,
park,
because you
park.
don't want other people in your car, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't trust because I'm like, listen, like I tried to be a valet. I didn't get the job a long time ago. I wanted to be a valet because I thought it'd be cool. But I'm like, I don't
Oh,
want, I
they
don't
drive
want
your car around. Matu
to.
used to valet,
Oh,
and
yeah. See,
he's like
yeah.
100% no.
Not only that, no, yeah, but like, yeah, you're not gonna treat it like I do. Like, yeah, no,
Mm-mm.
no, 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 no.
And usually the nicer cars they'll take around the block. Like
Oh
depending
yeah,
on where the venue
of
is,
course.
you're just like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm gonna take it around the block, go
yeah,
rev it up a little bit.
yeah. No, I'm good. No, I don't want no, no. I'll go ahead and park my own car. I'm fine with that. That's why
Yeah,
I got it. I want to drive it.
that's true.
Like,
But if you're late and there's really like it's enticing, every once in a while to be like, okay,
no, I get that. No, I get that. I do get that. But I still, I will hate, like, if it's my choice, that's one thing, but I will hate like any type of venue or anything where like you have to
right.
valet.
That's
That's
true.
no, no.
Because even if it's free, you still have to tip them.
Yeah, and just don't squeeze me into any cost that isn't no part of what I'm doing. No, I don't like that at all. No.
Yeah, like let
Yeah,
me just
so
park my own car and then tip. Like don't.
do exactly whatever, exactly. That's what I tell them in the lobby in the gym. Like, I want to park my own car. All right, I want to park my own car. I want to walk to my own jet. I am every man. All right, I am a normal person. I'm no better than you. I mean, a little bit better, but not that much better than you.
And here's tip. Here's a
And
tip for you.
here's a tip. Here's $5. Go buy yourself something.
Oh my
Oh
god. Yeah,
my
that
goodness.
sounded a lot more. That sounded worse than I intended.
I got what you were
Um,
saying, but it was still
yeah, I know.
it was
No,
still
for
funny.
sure.
It was still funny. All right.
Now every time that I tip them, I'm gonna second guess. Actually, thank you. You're saving us money.
Right.
They're not getting
Exactly.
tipped.
If
They're
if
no
you add
longer getting.
if you add go buy yourself something, I think it softens the blow a bit.
Get yourself something nice. Here's
Just-
$2. Don't spend it all in one place.
there you
Five
go.
dollars.
That's
Oh my
oh,
god.
this should upgrade your life really, really, really well.
Right. Right. No.
Oh boy. All right. Would you rather?
Would you rather? I was gonna say next time when they like greet me and I don't give them a tip, I'll be like, it's Thibaud. It's his fault. Sorry,
It
guys.
is. It
No
is.
longer. No
It
longer
is.
getting it.
Yep.
Uh,
I eliminated tips. Oh my goodness.
all right. Before people think that we're assholes, let's move on.
Right. We keep going down this road. People are gonna be like, I feel like it's starting to come from a real place. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. Would you rather?
All
Go
right,
for
would
it.
you rather? Do you have one? You want
I
to go
do.
first?
I do know. I want you to go first.
Okay.
I want you to
Um,
pull from your list.
my would you rather is would you rather lounge by the pool or the beach? This is a simple one. I figured.
Oh, wow. Look at
How
you, Kate.
refreshing. I
I
know.
know. Bringing something light, airy, and fun.
Yeah, right.
So would I rather lounge by the pool or by the
Or the
beach?
beach. Yes.
Oh, beach all day.
Really?
Yeah. Again? Are you serious?
Are you answering hoping that I'm going to pick the same?
No, but like sometimes I just think, oh, this one's a given. We're gonna
No.
pick the same. And yeah, I'm like, they
Why do you pick beach?
um probably because of my kid self. I want to play in the sand and like, I think like it's a lot more fun. Like there's more to do. I feel like pool, I don't like lounging to begin with, but if I'm gonna lounge anywhere, it's gonna be by the beach because I can see out. I like the water. I like the ocean. So I like being able to see out. So then I don't mind lounging. But lounging by a pool is just staring at a hole in the ground with water, and it's
That's
not that
true.
fun. So
But
I just
it's blue. It's like
it's
like
it's a blue hole.
It's more blue than the ocean water. You know what I mean?
Oh, that depends. I mean, in Nice,
That does.
the
Yeah,
water
that's
is
true.
very nice.
It's very blue. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I love like in Nice, I'll do it. Like Theo and I would go to the beach almost every day when we're there, and we would just like go in the water for a little bit, then dry off, and that dry off time we were just watching. Plus, there's like tons of people, so you
Yeah.
can see people around, and it's just lively. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, that's nice. I do. I feel like Nice Beach.
Don't worry, there are paid cabanas, so you could use those too if you want to. Kate.
No. But I feel like Nice Beach is nice. Nice
Yeah.
is nice.
Yes.
Because it feels accessible. You can just get to it. Even if
Yeah.
you don't have intentions of sitting by the water, it's there.
That's what I love about it. Yeah.
Yeah. The reason that I would prefer lounging by the pool is
Okay.
I hate the sand. I hate beach sand.
Yeah.
It's just
so I get that.
forever. It never goes away. And to me, it
You
feels
still
like a
have
chore.
sand now from
Yes,
your beach
yes,
trip 2 years ago.
Yes. In order for me to do a beach trip, I have to mentally prepare for like you're going to get sandy.
Okay.
And
yeah.
you just need to get used to that. You just need to get used to that. You just
Yeah.
need to get used to that. You
Yeah,
know?
no, I get. So that is why I love the beach in Nice because it's the
the
pebbles,
rocks.
the and they're smooth. So to me that doesn't bother me at all. And
Yeah.
like it is really accessible in that like I can be going downtown and then like I don't know, grab something to eat, then just go sit on the beach. And then go back into town and I don't have to worry about sand. I don't have to worry about any of
Right.
that. Like at night it's great. We just go walking and then we're just like, oh, let's go sit on the beach. It's not like it is true. Like when you're thinking like sand, oftentimes you
Yeah.
have to think like
Yeah.
it's a thing that you're gonna go do, and then you
You
have to think
do.
about cleaning up, and it's a separate.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I
It's
get
a-
that.
And then you have to like drive to the beach. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Then now all of a sudden you feel like, okay, well, we need to pack for the beach.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. No, I
Versus
get
like
that.
if it's just there, then you hang out and you don't need anything. Okay, cool. We're gonna go home. I wish that beaches had like floating docks for people who didn't want to get in the sand, but you could still like walk on the dock. You can
dock.
floating dock.
Okay.
Like
Because
a
I was just
dock?
like I was like floating dock, like on the water. You'd still have to walk across the sand to get there.
Yeah.
But okay.
No,
yeah,
like
you mean
from the
you mean from the
boardwalk
yeah. No, I
all
know what
the
you're talking
way
about.
on the sand, and
Yeah.
then it's on the water, and you can like set up on there,
But
jump in the water. Come back up.
they do. Matter of fact, in Clearwater, Pier 19.
You can't jump off of that.
You can.
No, you can't. Like it's more of a thing. You go and you look around.
You're
You know what I
talking
mean?
about okay. You're talking about like jumping and
On
then being
the
able to
water.
get back on there,
Yes,
so you can.
yes.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah,
you don't ever
yeah,
have to touch the sand.
Wow,
it just
that is-
floats.
yeah. That is quite a request there.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know. They have them for lakes because lakes don't have
Mhm.
like tide. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
If that was the case, I'd be at the beach a lot more. I just don't like the sand.
No, but I get that because I would not go to the beach as often as I did with Theo
Mhm.
if there was sand. No,
Yeah,
that would be a
right.
pain. Like, because
It feels
even
too
sometimes,
much.
yeah, we would go to the beach, we would go in the water, and then have like my waterproof bag or whatever, and we go in the water, swim around, come back out, dry off, put a shirt on, and then like go walk through the town or walk back home. So
Right.
we weren't limited there, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas there, yeah, no, we definitely have to like, you know,
Yeah.
get the sand off, take a shower. You're gonna always feel like sick. You know, I get that. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
still gonna lounge. I don't like lounging that much, so but I'm still gonna lounge by next to the beach. But I get that sentiment of the
Yeah.
yeah. I don't feel like doing that either.
And I feel like lounging by the pool just gives you a little feeling of like, it feels a lot more relaxing to me than the beach.
Yeah, no, okay, I can see that. I was thinking I remember we went to Miami. Actually, we went to Miami for Aaron's it was like a 2-day trip. And we went for Aaron's French visa.
Okay.
And because the consulate was there, they didn't have
Right.
one in Tampa. And so we went down to Miami for that. And the hotel said, "Oh, what was it? I think it was like one of those lounge chair things included." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And we get there and it's like, "Oh yeah, it's a chair, but the umbrella is like $90 for the day." I'm like,
Oh
"Are you
yeah.
kidding me?"
Because it's
I'm
gonna
like,
get hot, you
it's
know.
in the it's like this is Florida. You can't sit lounge in those things
Yeah.
without like getting
Yeah.
absolutely destroyed.
Right.
So I thought it was like, you know, they had the whole thing with the little
Mm.
covers on top. They literally remove it. If
Yeah. They're
they're
like,
like remove
bitch.
it.
Yeah.
Nope.
They're like,
You're gonna feel
yeah.
the pain of this
Right.
being removed. I'm like, are you saying? And Miami bothers me for that just because it's
Yeah.
too expensive for
It
everything.
is.
Like,
Everything is like an upcharge.
oh
Everything
my
is so
gosh.
over the top. Yeah,
And
truly.
it's so expensive too. Like the private beach in Nice, right? Like beautiful. They first of all they have
Yeah.
a lot of them, but the private beach in Nice, I think the whole if you wanted to spend half the day, I think it's like with that's the cot and the
Yeah.
umbrella and everything is like $16.
Yeah. I know. It's
So
like who's gonna pay $90 for a friggin' umbrella? I'm
that's
fine.
insane. And
You
that's
know?
attached to a restaurant, so you can
Yeah.
order food, you can order drinks, you can do whatever. Obviously, you pay for those, but and it's right on the water.
Right.
Whereas in Miami, it's just like these seats are just on the sand, a little bit
Mm-hmm.
removed, and they're
Mm-hmm.
just like there. There's nothing else attached to them.
And I
And
always feel like when they say that, when they just tell you the price like that, I'm always like the audacity for them to just say
right,
it like normal, you know?
yeah, I
Like
know. And they have
this
so
is
many
normal
tourists
to
that
you?
they
Yeah.
don't care. Like it
No.
doesn't matter to them. I think that's
It's
it too. There's a lot of like locals that
mm-hmm.
just won't accept that in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
It's like wine
Right.
prices is the same thing. Like you go to a restaurant and you have a wine in a regular restaurant, a wine that costs $16 a glass. There's
Mm-hmm.
no way. No,
Yeah.
it's between 2 to 4 euros.
Right.
Like
Yeah. No, that's true. And I do think like, I don't think that tourists even are like, we don't mind paying the $90. I think they absolutely mind, but it's either
yeah.
that or you like burn your
Right.
skin off.
Right. Or you go to like one of the beach shops and get an umbrella
Yeah.
there and like
Yeah.
bury it in the sand and hope it doesn't fly away.
Those never work. Never. I don't know how people get theirs to stay.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. You got to dig deep enough to
Yeah,
like.
you need like a shovel. Like now I need a shovel.
I know. Once you start hitting water, that's when
Yeah,
you're about deep
that's
enough,
it.
and then you can bury it. By that point, the
Truly.
umbrella's almost like touching the
Yeah,
ground.
I was gonna say it's like this.
There's nothing.
It's like no longer like this. It's like that.
It's a podcast, Kate. They can't see what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Kate's like, like this. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like this and this. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my goodness! Wow. So by contrast, my would you rather is it was submitted. I was doubting. I didn't know whether I wanted to use this one or not because it was submitted by somebody on Instagram, and it
Okay.
was very much inspired by last week's podcast.
Oh no. Okay.
But why the heck not? Would you rather
Mm-hmm.
have diarrhea every day or throw up every day?
Oh my god. Both of them are horrible.
Yes.
But if I had to choose, I would say diarrhea 100%.
Okay.
Because nothing is worse. That feeling of throwing up isn't relieving. Versus,
Right.
like, I think
That's
diarrhea,
true.
you have a moment of relief. You know what I mean?
And
There's
plus,
a
we didn't say you had to do it in your pants, so that's
right,
good.
exactly. There's a moment of relief where you're just like,
No,
oh
that's
my
true.
God. Like throwing up, absolutely zero relief. You just feel like you lost your dignity. Like everything is just stripped from you when you're throwing up. It's not fun.
Oh, I also think like your abs just hurt. Like I haven't thrown up much in my life, but like your like whole body contracts to such a degree when you throw
Oh,
up that it's
yes.
painful. Like it is
Yes.
painful.
It's like
So
squeezing
yeah,
your spine.
yeah,
Like there's not, you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
like
So I
vacuum packing your stomach, just like.
it vacuum. That's a good illustration. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So honestly, on this one, I think we're actually on the same page.
There
I,
you
I
go.
would, I
Yes.
would, I would go the same direction because, yeah, throwing up every day. That's
Mm-mm.
exhausting. It is
It
exhausting. Like
is.
you
It
would,
takes everything out of you.
yeah, you would be like constantly dragging through the day, even worse than yeah,
Because the thing with throw up too, it's like the onset of it, you feel dizzy. You don't feel good. That knocks
yeah,
you out. Then
yeah, yeah, yeah.
afterwards, you feel this like constant burning in your throat. The acid is not it's not
How many
supposed.
times have you done this? Because you
Look,
seem very well versed.
I've been pregnant twice.
That's true.
You
That's true. Yeah,
know,
that'll
with
that'll make it happen.
Sienna, I had morning sickness my whole pregnancy with Sienna, so it's just
Yeah.
I never want to relive that again. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
no, I
I'm getting
understand that.
sick just thinking about like throwing up. It's just too much. I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I definitely
diarrhea
get
all day.
that. Not all day,
All day. Well, yeah,
every day, but not
every
all day.
day. Every day, once a day. Done.
Once a day. Okay, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fair. I think I'm in the same place. I'm in
I
the same
think it
place.
might actually be fun.
We just departed. I was in the
Yeah.
same place, and now we are once
You
again
know?
on opposite sides of.
You'd feel so relieved. You're just
You're like, well, that was
done.
easier.
Yeah, imagine have you ever had to do both at the same time?
Throw up and
And
diarrhea.
diarrhea?
No.
Oh, it's the worst. I've had to do it like maybe 3 times in my life when you have like when you have
Oh,
stomach
I cannot
flu or whatever.
imagine.
Oh,
That
is
that
just
sounds
kill me now.
disastrous.
Kill me
Oh
now.
yes.
Kill me now.
Yes.
Like, why am I
Also
even a
because I'm
human
not cleaning
alive?
anything up. That's like horrible.
Yeah, you're just
That
like
is horrible.
this is done.
That
I'm
is
done.
horrible.
Why am I still here? Why am I
Yeah.
alive? You know?
Yeah. Because then I'm like, who can I tip to clean this up?
No. Right. Then you usually just have like a trash can with you,
Mm.
you know?
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that
You
is
don't
horrible.
you don't just like stand around.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
It is horrible.
That's
It is horrible.
you have had some experiences, Kate.
I've had one of those episodes happen actually. So I was in Berlin in Germany and I was by myself. And I mean,
no.
honestly,
It's kind of
no
better
one
by yourself, no?
what? No.
No?
No, because you just feel so alone. Like no one is there to help you.
Yeah.
You're like, what if something were to actually happen to me and I pass out?
Right,
And no
that's
one's
true.
there. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, please
That's
don't
true.
find me like this.
Right.
And I was scared. I was like,
Yeah,
what do
no, I
do,
get
you
it.
know?
I get it. Yeah, no, that's a lot. Does it
I
feel
didn't-
weird being in Berlin?
Having my middle name be Berlin. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel weird at all.
I don't know. I feel like
that-
if your name is Paris and you're in Paris, like does that feel weird? I don't know.
Right. I didn't walk around being like, hey, my name is Kate Berlin. You know what I mean? So like no one cared.
Yeah, I would kind of feel like I would have to tell people.
Although I mean, I do feel some sort of a kindred connection with the place just because
Right.
my name, you know, but I don't
Right.
think it's weird. I think it's cool, if anything.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't know. You know, I was wondering that too with like people who have very common names because obviously Thibaud is not one.
Yeah.
So like people who have, your name is somewhat common, Kate.
Kate.
um,
yeah.
But like, I don't see my name often, like,
Yeah.
or ever hear it called,
Right. Yeah.
So, when like, if you had a very common name and you hear it all the time, like, I guess you'd
It
have to
is-
know the contrast, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I do think it's kind of weird when you hear people when I'm somewhere and people are like, Kate, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay. Also, I don't feel like I'm a Kate. You see?
Oh, okay. So that opens up a whole different can of worms. So what do you feel like you are?
I feel like I would be more like a Caitlin, you know? So,
Well, that's not very
so
different.
I just feel like sometimes when I hear Kate, it doesn't register. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't register in my mind like that's me.
I mean, you literally could have told me your name was Caitlin, and I would have been like, yeah, okay.
Right.
You
That's
just go
it.
by
And it's
Kate.
short for
So
Kate.
yeah.
Exactly. But I feel like Kate is a very, you have an image of what a Kate looks like, and I don't think that it's me.
See that now, like you are my image of what a Kate looks like. So
There
like
you go.
that,
That makes sense. Right. So
like if
now,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
because like when you're naming your kid and you're like, oh no, we can't name him that because
Right,
oh no, I
right.
don't like that person. But like but
Mm.
you've defined Kate for
Well,
me.
there you
So
go.
like
There you go.
I don't know of another. I guess Kate, what's her name? Middleton,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
That one's
Yeah, yeah,
one.
yeah. I
You
feel
know,
like Kate is not as common as we think it is in our
yeah,
generation.
it
A
probably
lot of
isn't.
people know a Kate, but they're never in the same room together. Not often. Not as much
Like
as
two
like,
Kates,
yeah,
Johns,
not
or like
Melissa or like
yeah,
Jennifer or Stephanie. Like
yeah,
those are a dime a dozen, you know?
yeah. I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I
No.
don't know. It'd be weird to like walk around with a name that everybody says all the time,
Right.
and I don't know.
And
Definitely nobody says
people,
Thibaud.
I feel like if you ever are like, my name's Kate, people just tend to call you Katie.
What?
I
Who the
know.
heck calls you Katie from Kate?
A lot of people, when you, especially older people, when you tell them like, "Oh, my name's
Really?
Kate," they're like, "Okay, Katie," and you're like, "Okay, I guess." Yeah,
That's
I
weird. That
get
really
that.
seems like that seems weird.
No, when I introduce myself to like people, like the doctor's office or whatever, they never just say Kate. They always say Katie,
Really?
Katie. Yeah, always. I'm
How are
like,
you
okay, I
spelling it?
guess.
Are you putting a little accent over the E?
No, no, literally, Kate. What's your name? Kate. Starbucks, Kate.
I
And I'm
thought
like, Katie.
I thought maybe, since you joined the yacht club, you decided to start putting an accent over the E. It's
Look,
KT.
listen, it's it's Kate.
Kate.
Don't mistake it.
No,
You know?
there is no Kate here.
Yeah.
I am Kate now.
Who is this commoner Kate? You know? No.
That's hilarious. No, but
It's
that's
so
funny
weird.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people just call me Katie. I'm like, okay. And
Yeah.
then I try to always be like, no big deal. But I guess maybe it is a little bit,
I mean,
like,
it's still, listen, it's still closer than anybody will
right.
ever get with my name when they see it spelled.
Yes.
So,
How do they say it when they see your name?
Thibod, T-bod, T-bod is like,
Tybod.
Tybod is really, if like, you have to kind of get something already to go Tybod
Yeah.
and not go TH like thigh.
Yeah.
Like you already kind of might have seen, or maybe you
Yeah.
think Thai food, so you're like, oh, the TH can sound like a T.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, most of the time it'd be like Thibod or Thibod.
Tybod. Yeah,
I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I guess it's weird. So then it's like, then Tim Tebow comes along, and I'm like, okay, it's
Yeah.
kind of like him, just not spelled the same.
Tebow. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
See, I feel like I know you as Adrian because that's how
yeah. So I
how
went
I
as
met
Adrian
you.
for a while. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny because like some friends know me as Thibaud and some friends know me as Adrian,
Mm.
and there's no real value to one over the other.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's just
No,
it's just,
when I talk to Aaron, I always refer to you as Adrian.
yeah. Well, she
know.
refers to me as Adrian too, which is kind of
Yeah.
funny. So, and my mom refers to me as Thibaud. So,
Yeah.
it's just
That's
like,
it's
yeah,
just it kind of reminds me of when people. So Matu and I both speak Dutch. Well,
Right.
he speaks like Flemish. I speak Dutch, which is
Right.
essentially Dutch. So, and people always ask, like, "Do you guys speak Dutch together?" And I'm like, "Not really." Only because when we met, we spoke English. So I think like
Right,
that
right.
sets the tone. If
It
you were
does.
to get introduced to someone in French, you would speak French to that person.
Right,
Always. Doesn't matter if you
right.
live here. But if you meet someone and you hi, my name is in that language, that's what you just like speak.
Yeah, like
them
that
forever.
becomes the norm. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, that's the case with Aaron. So like, yeah, when we met, it was Adrian. So
Yeah,
and
that's
it's my
just-
middle name, so it's not like something that
Yeah.
I'm like it doesn't register as anything different. It's just,
Right.
my first name's Thibaud.
That's just what it is. There you go. No, and that's what you're going by. It's a new era.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It
Yeah.
definitely is.
My
like
brother
a
is the
return.
same. His last name is the same as mine. his first name is Mario, and his
Okay.
middle name is Curtis. And for
Okay.
as long as I've known him, he always used to go by Kurt.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
what we know. That's what we call. I still call him that. But then when he graduated high school, he switched to be like Mario. And so
Oh,
he
okay.
has people who like know him as Mario, and he has people who know him as Kurt. And like I know him as Kurt. That's just what his
Yeah.
name is to me.
Yeah, so like mine was when when I moved down to Florida for school, I had business cards and like nobody was going to be able to pronounce Thibaud,
Yeah,
and I wasn't confident enough to carry that and be like,
yeah,
well, that's an advantage. So I was just
yeah.
like, well, Adrian, everybody knows how to say Adrian, but everybody thought I was a girl. Because
Oh, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
didn't know many Adrian men, so they was like
yeah.
Adrian, what and then of course then you always
Mm.
get the Rocky Balboa joke like Adrian, from the
Oh,
movie.
yeah, yeah,
But yeah, that was that. So then it was just like okay, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going back to Thibaut,
yeah,
because that's my first name, and
yeah.
people and honestly like people remember it more than they would
Right,
a
because
more
it
common
stands
name.
out.
So
I mean, that's even just how like Berlin started because my last name is actually Santo Hartano. And
okay,
so
well
it's
that's
so
also come
long.
on, what am I supposed to
Yeah.
do with that?
Exactly. Exactly. It's way too long. It's
Santo Heart? No, what? Come on.
then you get into like the whole conversation of how do you pronounce it? Where is it from? So I was like,
Right,
I'm just
right,
gonna
right.
do Berlin. It's easier.
Yeah,
Like Mathieu has the same problem. I mean, his name is Mathieu, right? Like
yeah.
French, and he's
Mathieu,
like,
yeah.
no one knows how to pronounce it. People always are like Matthew, and he like
Right,
is like
Matthew,
absolutely
exactly.
not a Matthew. So he just grew up kind of letting people know like it's Mathieu, MA2, MA2,
And
Mathieu.
they too. See, that's so weird for me to say because when you say it, I'm like, I keep telling Aaron, I'm like, I'm not gonna call him that. His name is
Yeah,
Mathieu. I'm gonna call him
yeah,
Mathieu. Like, I
yeah,
cannot
yeah.
call him Mathieu. It's like she gets on me for not for pronouncing like croissant
Yeah, yeah,
when I'm
yeah, yeah.
ordering it,
Right.
And then she was just like, "Oh, it sounds so pretentious." Blah 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 blah. We
Yeah,
live in France for 6 years. She comes back and she did it, and she had a
yeah,
hard time saying croissant. And I was
yeah.
like, "See, it's not pretentious. You just like that. That's the way that it's said.
Right.
That's the word. It's hard to say croissant afterwards. You have to
A
really
whole
think about like, how do I mispronounce this?
We can do a whole segment on French
Oh
pronunciations
my
because I
goodness,
purposely Mathieu
Mathieu.
does the same thing with croissant, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, please don't like. Now I just tell him he's pronouncing it wrong. Like that's just wrong. If you're in America, you say croissant.
Wow, isn't that just like wow? Wow. Now it's
It's
American, all
wrong.
right? And it's a
It
chocolate croissant, okay?
absolutely not a
Absolutely not a pain au chocolat.
yeah, not at all.
Absolutely no such thing as a chocolate croissant, but whatever.
Right. Yes.
Um,
Nope. 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 I mean, even like here, in St. Pete, they do the Grand Prix,
mhm.
and I purposely call it like the Grand Prix. I'm like, it's like the Grand Prix. It's coming. It's coming to town. Grand Prix.
I
It
mean, you
gets
might
so
as
bad.
well, if we're changing things,
I mean,
just
like,
just come up with your own
yeah,
words. It's fine.
yeah. No, I will not. Please do not order it like croissant when I'm near you. Like, just say croissant. What's the deal? Croissant. It's a croissant.
Croissant. Oh my goodness. All right. What's our
What is that called?
current event?
Current event.
Yes, there you go.
Current event.
Ah,
We derailed. We
so
derailed.
we so much. It's like we lots of topics.
What was
We
even the
I don't know. We have a lot of I think it was, the diarrhea versus throw
yeah.
up. So that really
that
I feel
really
like
derailed.
we have 3 or 4 basic topics each episode, but we end up with like 10 at least in
Right.
each one.
Literally.
So yeah, the
Current
Super
event.
Bowl halftime.
Yes.
That's it.
How do you say her name?
Rhianna.
Is that how you say it? Rihanna?
That's how I say it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Why?
I always wondered because sometimes I'm like, So when I first heard of her, I was in Suriname. And so
Okay.
we speak Dutch. And so the way
Right.
that people pronounced her name was Rihanna,
Rihanna. Rihanna. Yeah. Yeah.
Rihanna,
Right.
And so like
And
here in
where's
America,
she's from Trinidad and Tobago, isn't
she's
she?
from Jamaica. Yes, I
Okay.
think so.
Nope.
Or no, she's
Maybe
from
I'm wrong.
Barbados, which is Trinidad and Tobago, right? Barbados? Or
I
is
don't
that
know. Maybe.
completely different? Wow,
Oh
we
yeah, we
suck.
better. Oh,
Let's,
yeah.
that is
Wow,
horrible.
you definitely threw us down a road we shouldn't have gone down.
Barbados is just that's the
Barbados.
country. Yeah.
Yeah.
The country is the Barbados. The Barbados. The country is just Barbados. That's it.
Nothing makes you look like you don't know what you're talking about more than adding the word "the" in front of something.
Yeah. The internet, the Instagram, yeah.
The web.
The podcast, yeah. So Barbados is the country, and that's where
Right.
she's from.
She is from Barbados?
Hold on. Where is
I thought she was from Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know why.
Yes, Barbados. St.
Okay, she's
Michael,
from Fiji, so,
Barbados.
okay.
How does
So
she say her name?
I don't know, but see, also she would have probably have adapted it too.
To her.
Yeah, because maybe she
yes.
does do the more French R, Rihanna. Rihanna. Okay.
Rihanna. I don't know. Maybe we should look up a news clip where she says her own name.
Right. Yeah, no, Rihanna.
Yeah.
Rihanna says her own name.
Anyways, yeah. So Super Bowl.
Super Bowl halftime show. Thoughts?
I didn't watch it. I actually wanted to, and I was waiting for it all night, and then 3 minutes before halftime show, Ela started fussing, and I had to go to the room, so I couldn't watch it. So Sienna sent me a little recording of the TV, which isn't the same, and I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen little clips about it. I hear it was good. She announced her pregnancy, right?
Yeah. So I feel like it was a halftime show that all the women were like crazy about, and the guys were like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, because I think it was the biggest thing was the pregnancy announcement. So that was really cool. Like at first it was like you couldn't tell what was going on, like whether she was pregnant. I had no clue. Aaron told me like, oh, she had a baby, and then she might be pregnant again, and I was like, oh,
I think they were like 9 months apart. So like 9 months ago, she had a baby. I mean, I think people were excited about her doing the halftime show because she hadn't made an appearance in a long time. Right. I was just so surprised that she's a billionaire now. Like, not surprised, but I'm like,
is she?
Wow. Yes, that's what they said. She's like she is a billionaire. Which I think like
a paper billionaire, I'm guessing. Based on what ownership? Ownership of what?
Fenty. Her
right. Okay, gotcha.
Worth is $1.4 billion.
Well, good for her.
And it makes her country's youngest self-made billionaire woman, the wealthiest female musician, and one of the richest singers globally.
Okay, well, it's not really fair when you're talking about Barbados. Okay, but I'm sure she has a qualification in the world too as one of the
no, but I think like it's all because of her beauty brand and all these other things
that's right, Fenty. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's awesome. That kind of parlaying one into the other. It seems easier than it is. I mean, a lot of people, especially nowadays, like I followed somebody who had like 2 million followers, and they have a brand, and the brand Instagram, it's not even you, but their brand Instagram has like 16,000 followers. Like there's so much, like we were talking about before. There's so many famous people that it doesn't translate anymore. It used to be like, man, if you had 2 million followers, you said any word about anything, and it was a flood of people. Like your secondary account would have 1.5 million. Right. Now it's like, we don't care. We're just here for this, And so it's like it's a very different. So to be able to translate that and build that's because Jessica Alba did the same thing with Honest.
And
Yeah,
also, I
nobody took
think
that
like
seriously.
Jessica Simpson too, right? Like
Yeah, Jessica Simpson.
she
There's a
makes
lot of
she's
them.
yeah, and but
Yeah,
I love that like with Rihanna, she kind of like put her head down. She was out of the music industry for a while. She built her brand, her makeup brand, and now she's like,
yeah,
here I am. And I think
yeah.
that's why people were so hyped and excited
Okay.
about it. Plus, I think like now she has a fashion brand too, right?
Yeah, I don't
Which
see,
I
like,
think,
I don't know much about her because also, like, I didn't really care about her music. Like, the only time
mm,
I really liked a song was if like Jay-Z or Eminem were
yeah,
on
was
there.
on it. Yeah, yeah,
So it was a little bit, for me, it was like I never really cared that much about her music. I thought it was cool, but that was it. So it didn't
yeah.
have the big like comeback thing
Right.
impact on me than it was. But I thought it was cool. I mean, definitely, I thought it was impressive that she was doing that whole shit pregnant. I was like, oh
For
damn. Because at
sure.
first I was like, well, she's not moving around much, so that's. I mean, she's like
Mm-mm.
walking a little bit, like on a day, whatever. But I'm like, oh shit, that's okay.
That changes
Yep.
everything. And then
Yeah.
also, like, not even is she pregnant, she's also 9 months postpartum, you know? So it's
Yeah,
like
oh,
all of those
exactly,
hormones. I mean,
exactly.
that's a lot to do
And just
to
like
even.
recovery and stuff and all of
Mm-hmm,
that.
mm-hmm.
So piling that on, I was like, oh shoot, like that's yeah,
Yeah.
that's quite a bit. So from that side, it was impressive. From the just like judging a show side,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It was
Yeah.
yeah, it was. But I also didn't like a lot of the other ones. So
I
like
thought it was cool that they were flying because that's what we're gonna do
yeah.
for our tour.
Right, that's true. We are going to be on flying platforms. So, I mean, I thought it was kind of messed up that they stole our shit, but
Right, right,
you know,
right.
I guess she
Uh,
got to it first on
right,
a little bit
right,
smaller of a platform than we're
right.
going to do
I
it on.
think.
But, the Super Bowl, it's just whatever. It kind
Yeah.
of nobody watches it, but
Right.
still it was decently done for,
Yeah,
for
I
the
think
effort.
so. I think we're gonna top it for sure. No
Yeah. Oh
problem.
yeah. Yeah. No, way more pyrotechnics. I mean, we'll
Uh,
definitely move around more. Um,
we'll be on like plywood.
2x4s. We'll be like, hey, hugging them, trying not to fall. We did it. We've arrived. We tip now.
Just holding on to two.
It's all, it's all because of you guys. Thank you so much for listening
Or
to our
like
bullshit.
we just go like rent them at the Home Depot, you know, like the what is it called? What painters use?
What?
Scaffolding.
Oh, the scaffolding.
And
We
like,
put on
you just like stand on one and I'll push it to one side and then we switch sides. Honestly, it might be more on brand.
honestly, I think
That might
if
be a
we
lot more
showed,
fun.
yeah, I think it would be a lot more fun if we showed the process. And do that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that would be.
I
Well,
think
I
more
mean, we have
people
our
would come
plan.
to watch.
I do think
You know?
if they knew what a train wreck it was going to be ahead of time. I think more people would come to watch that. I absolutely do. Like, yeah,
It's like, what is that? Nailed it, you know? You have
yes,
like,
there. Like, watch us put on this Super Bowl performance with $150 and Home Depot.
I think scaffolding is more than $150.
We would rent that shit. No, we wouldn't you?
I know. I think renting it is more than 150
Really?
bucks.
Oh dang! Then we're gonna have to do
You
something
have to
else.
put down a deposit. You get it
Listen,
back, but
listen. Do you guys have a ladder? Because I got a ladder.
just put two.
Listen, we can do the show in Atlanta. We meet halfway. You bring your ladder. I bring my ladder. And we just put that board across.
And done.
We
We're
got-
suspended.
As long as gas isn't too expensive, we can make this happen.
I mean, this sounds like a lot of fun. I would actually come in one. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Well,
Yeah.
that's another good episode.
There you go. We did it.
We did. I didn't know. I
One-
didn't know if we were gonna be able to get your stamp of approval on this one after.
We're
after
one step
last one.
closer to an actual tour. One
That
step closer. Every time
every
we do
day.
an episode, we're one step closer.
Yeah,
And
it's
look,
like one of those BS motivational statements, right?
right.
You're closer you're closer now than ever to your
Right.
dream life. Oh
There you
yeah.
go. Yeah, you don't say. I definitely feel like so now we have to do it with the ladders. I think people would be disappointed if we
If it was
didn't.
if it was too good, they would be like, this is totally not RATz. Like they have really embraced their yacht lifestyle. This is not what we came for.
Right. They're not the same.
We're not the same. No, we're not. And we're not, we're famous now.
I also feel like, how the progression of YouTube, YouTubers, how they start with like little headphones like this. And then all of a sudden
exactly.
one episode, they have like the actual setup. Kind of like bad joke, jokey,
Bad jokey.
I
like how you said it with a J, bad jokey.
Bad joke. Yeah, well, I'm laughing at the same time. But
I thought you were just trying to be fancy. Okay.
Bad jokey.
Bad jokey.
The French version.
No, but
literally.
We started. I got lights, like these spotlights from Home Depot, Home Depot, and put like regular bulbs in them, and then took parchment paper like that you would bake with and put them on top of the lights to do filters on. So
see?
I mean, that's how you start. And next thing you know, we'll have a crew.
Yeah, the whole setup.
Before we'll have a crew of like 5 people, doing hair, makeup, all that kind of stuff, and
for the tour, yeah.
I mean, not my hair, but just my makeup. But
one step closer. Look, listen.
Absolutely. So you know what? Keep listening, keep subscribing, get your friends. If you get your friends, and then they get 3 friends, and then they get 3 friends.
You get free tickets to our show.
We will, exactly, and we'll be closer to this tour, closer than ever. So do that.
Next thing you know, we'll have like a RATz MLM. Exactly. Look, listen, we got to end it right now.
Absolutely. Let's go. All right. See you next week. That's it for this podcast episode.
Thank you so much for listening to our random ass thoughts.
To keep the conversation going, join us on social.
And if you have a friend that needs a chill pill or a laugh,
send them this podcast too. See you next week.